Employee suffer for turn to somebody. Decide where I come out. But if not profession.
Hopper TV. Hopper TV. Hopper TV. Hopper TV. Hopper TV.
Decide where I come out.
Let's play.
Decide where I come out. Cali bag. Decide where I come out. Which man, Baba? No complex zone. Watch am, guy. Decide where I come out. The gods are them don't see me people and all snap and body. Decide where I come out. Me people and police suffer for turn to somebody. Decide where I come out. But if not go again I walk. Decide where I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I go. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 Man is so hot like volcano. Born with the devil. Body na yaso na hell. 20 they sleep na the fat and don't see and smell. The adult make man them disorder. Sit no get limits, then can go the pots and the cover. Man them they die and they go. I look na the grave. R.I.P. don't young boy, know they say. We mocks no they flop, no so all man they pray. Decide where I come out, some born again. Some CC they sell and some CC give away. Don't na me zone and go kill you for phone. Inside me hood you for believe you bone. Ride up the hill man and anger like drone. All we want see nada foreign money. We looking for toys, welcome to salon. Decide where I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and all snap and body. Decide where I come out. Me people and police suffer for turn to somebody. Decide where I come out. But if not profession, the girl then say I ain't a walk. Decide where I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 Come now me zone, make I tell you but po. Then can't go you does if you left and a do. The boys then they rub like na cream. Man then so bloody. Man then they kill for the dough. They offer you money, they hotspot you chain and you watch. Party go talk and before. All seen above. Police then gains with me zone. Man then they run with some cough. Pushing the ash with the puff. Give me the stuff. Tasting jamba make a cough. Guys and sell and ship look and then align the anger. Now the streets they hustle for the dough. We fed up, we tired, we need a messiah. Decide where them born me people and po. We hot like a fire, money we desire. We seek and we tire, we all want for blow. Decide where I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and all snap and body. Decide where I come out. Me people and police suffer for turn to somebody. Decide where I come out. But if not profession, the girl then say I ain't a walk. Decide where I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 Decide where I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and all snap and body. Decide where I come out. Me people and police suffer for turn to somebody. Decide where I come out. But if not profession, the girl then say I ain't a walk. Decide where I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. Give me the weed, make a bun. Give me the weed, make a bun.
Alman on the mix.
Hopper TV.
Decide where I come out.
Let's play.
Decide where I come out. Cali bag. Highway I come out. Which man, Baba? No complex zone. Watch am, guy. This highway I come out. The gods are them don't see me people and oh snap and body. This highway I come out. Me people and poor suffer for turn to somebody. This highway I come out. For if na profession, the girl then say I ain't a work. This highway I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 Man is so hot like volcano. Born with the devil. Party na yaso na hell. 20 they sleep na the room. Man in the beds. Can't see where us fever sell. Man and door used to the odor. We never mind. The guts are then don't see and smell. The adult make man and disorder. If no get limits, then can go the pots and the cover. Man and they die and they go. I look na the grave. R.I.P. done to me brother. Intention the life past me. Now he is gone. He was my only little brother. Them a may not get laugh, them papa no they play. Ali dead stumble cool, the young boy no they say. We mocks no they flop, no so all man they pray. This highway I come out, some born again. Some CC they sell and some CC give away. Done na me zone and go kill you for phone. Inside me hood you for believe you bone. Ride up the hill man and anger like grown. All we want see na that foreign money. We looking for toys, welcome to salon. This highway I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and oh snap and body. This highway I come out. Me people and poor, you suffer for turn to somebody. This highway I come out. But if na profession, the girl then say I ain't a work. This highway I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 Come na me zone, make I tell you about po. Then can't go you does if you left and a do. The boys then they rub like na cream. Man then so bloody. Man then they kill for the dough. They offer you money, they hot spy you chain and you watch. Party go talk and before. All seen above. Police then games with me zone. Man then they run with some cough. Push and the ash with the puff. Give me the stuff. Taste in jamba make a cough. Guys and sell and ship look them then align the anger. Now the streets they hustle for the dough. We fed up with tire, we need a messiah. The side where them born me people and po. We hot like a fire, money we desire. We sick and we tire, we all want for blow. The side where I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and oh snap and body. The side where I come out. Me people and po. You suffer for turn to somebody. The side where I come out. But if na profession, the girl then say I ain't a work. The side where I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. 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 This highway I come out. The cops are them don't see me people and oh snap and body. This highway I come out. Me people and poor, you suffer for turn to somebody. This highway I come out. But if na profession, the girl then say I ain't a work. This highway I come out. Me man they want money, I tell you fist and a joke. This not the place where I grow. This not the place where I born. The ghetto the place where I know. Give me the weed, make a bun. Give me the weed, make a bun. Give me the weed, make a bun.
Alman on the mix.
Okay, thank you. Yes, in the space of few days, I would say, the country will come back to relative calm. Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
For the country to return to normal and to what it was 10, 20 years ago, the problem is left with us Sierra Leoneans. We have to think deep down what we really want for this country, whether we want to just completely destroy it or we want to rebuild it.
These people are so wicked. They are so destructive. They are so deceitful. Failing to realize that this country belongs to us. This is our land.
Program to Kazakhstan.
We do provide some assistance targeted to
the meeting of the UN Human Rights Commission in Geneva in March. And
we express our deepest condolences to the family of Miles Tierney, an AP television news producer who was killed on the 10th in Sierra Leone while covering the unrest in that West African country. It just points up the extraordinary risks that people in your profession go to report the news from around the world. Our consular officer in Guinea is endeavoring to work with the authorities in Sierra Leone to ascertain the exact circumstances of his death and also to provide the documents necessary for repatriation of the remains of Mr. Tierney to the United States.
Is that too specific?
That sounds a lot like a delicate...
Deliberations on
Hopper TV.
I am still haunted by this boy. My camera has saved lives, but not this time. Could I have done more to save him? Another nameless victim of the endless tragedy of Africa.
Yes, man sabi me. Na man dey sabi me. Look at the fire explaining the boss man. But let them not kill me. Na man dey sabi me.
This is Freetown, capital of Sierra Leone, my country. My name is Soria Samura. For most of my life, it's been a good place to live, rich in natural resources, the envy of the West. Much of our wealth has come from things most people have little knowledge of. They should have been a blessing. Instead, they are a curse. They have torn Sierra Leone apart in a bloody... I work as a cameraman editor, much of the time for the United Nations Children's Agency, UNICEF, filming their work with children here. But as it grew in brutality, I used the only weapon I had, my camera. A year ago, my life changed forever. My pictures of the war won me these international awards. But very little of the footage has actually been shown, judged too extreme for television. Now, you may judge for yourselves. In the battle for Freetown, the vaguest suspicion was enough for either side to kill. So many died that bodies were dumped outside the city's mortuary. We had seen familiar parts of the place we lived in turned into battlefields. You became glad when you didn't recognize the next body you came across. In this madness, my job was to record the history happening in my country, where random roadside justice was the order of the day. Personally, I feel that was the only way that people will be able to understand what was happening in Sierra Leone when they see the true pictures, the real suffering for things that they have no idea about. A lot of the people living in this country don't care about the politics. They don't even know about the diamonds. 90% of the people in this country have never seen a diamond. And there they were, having their arms and limbs chopped off. I wanted to document this evidence. I wanted it to be seen exactly as it was happening here. And for me, it wasn't just about true journalism. It wasn't just about reporting it as it was happening. It was about a nation in dire need, a nation that was being murdered, a country that was dying, that was left to die by the Western world, by the so-called developed world. And nobody came to our aid. Just a year ago, things came to a head. Rebel forces were closing in on Freetown. Stories of atrocities spread fear into the people. The democratically elected government of President Kaba organized this last desperate rally. Its only defenders, the Nigerian-led peacekeeping force known as ECOMOG. So, where was the help from the West? Now democracy here was in danger. Nowhere to be seen. Yet the West had blood on its hands too. Rebels have paid for their weapons by selling diamonds to the West for millions of dollars. One man suspected of being a rebel was chased into a police station. Had I known at the time that rebels were already mingling with the crowds, I would not have filmed. Later they were to execute government supporters recognized in the crowd. 4 days later, rebels hit Freetown. On the 6th of January 1999, I was in this building with a friend. I came over to the window. I watched them shooting at houses. I knew it was dangerous, so I had to be careful. Because if they realized that I was filming them or the slightest movement on the curtain, they would have attacked this house, killed me, not just probably me, but probably everyone in the house, and set the house on fire as well. So I had to be careful not to be noticed by them. The next 3 days were a defining moment for me. To film or not to film. I took my camera and left the relative safety of my refuge. I began to film openly. Expected me, then I knew I would be killed. What happened to the family in this house happened to many others. They provoked the rebels' fury when they refused to come out and act as a human shield. So they were forced to remain inside and they were burned alive. As they tried to escape, rebel soldiers stoned them. The daughter is the only survivor. With rebel soldiers watching, it was impossible to talk to her. But this was the start of what the rebels called Operation Annihilate Every Living Thing. For some reason, I don't know, they let me film. I stayed safe playing along with their filming requests. On this occasion, they ordered me to gather some local children singing their song, "We Want Peace." The rebels now controlled most of the city except for the very west of Freetown, still held by ECOMOG forces. I was taken to this bridge. It gave the rebels protection from air attacks, and it was their headquarters in the west of Freetown. I thought I was never going to walk out of here alive. This is the bridge that the rebels were using as their headquarters, and this is where I was brought the moment they caught me. The first thing I did was to pray to God to look after whatever is left of me and protect my children, because I know what the rebels were capable of doing. In fact, the very minute I was brought here, they brought a young lady whom they raped right in front of our very eyes. I was forced to look on. There was nothing we could do to help her. We had to witness this sort of scenes for about 3 days, after which ECOMOG located the area where the rebels were and attacked. At this time, they all had to run for their lives. A lot of them had to run towards the east, which was still under their control, and I had to make for ECOMOG lines. Dangerous as it was though, but I was lucky to survive. Hundreds of civilians had escaped as well from the rebel advance. Among them, desperate people with terrible stories of what they had experienced at the hands of the rebels.
No, the best friend will all in a class. Now, major they do for music. Even that when I'm a best friend, Emmanuel Pratt, they don't kill an outalo. Most of the company where they for don't be better people in the future. They don't they kill them. But one thing where me more is the more me. The man them in camp will be don't begin to accept them for say that they can't surrender. But it can't be say now they say operation no living team. So if they talk say operation no living team, I just did the think over me own mind for say if when I say operation no living team, what I wanna feel say una for rule.
When they retreat, the thing where them passing only the bondios all. You understand? Cotton, cut bobby, cut tongue. Then one day and our feet and are the afraid Sierra Leone right now.
Believe it or not, these people are lucky to be alive, even if they will now be handicapped for life. The rebels began chopping hands off during the Democratic election campaign in 1996. The election slogan was, "The future is in your hands." So the rebels chopped the hands off anyone they could find to stop them from voting. Worse, they appointed children to be the ones who used the axe. It was too dangerous for the international press. One cameraman had been killed, another seriously injured. The 7 remaining journalists made the right decision and got out. If this were not my country, then I would have left with them. It was 5 days after the rebels entered Freetown when I made my escape to the ECOMOG lines. And I began filming with the Nigerian soldiers who make up most of the... The rebels had had a field day. Kids were caught in the crossfire whilst they tried to locate the gunman. By the time we got to this point, there was heavy fighting going on. This was the most dangerous place to be on earth at the time. ECOMOG was trying to capture the building on the far side because a sniper was operating from that building. ECOMOG went haywire. Then came news. One person with a rifle was destroying the morale of these soldiers. The locals, including small children, watched the full horror of the gun battle in front of them. At last, ECOMOG soldiers took the building and found this young boy. As far as they were concerned, this child was the sniper. He would be shown no mercy. As with all captured suspected rebels, he is tied and will surely face execution. Another suspect is caught in the same building. He is forced into the street and shot by the Kamajo civil militia, allied to the government and the Ekomog forces. It looked like the boy was going to die as well. But by fate, the Sierra Leonean Minister of Information, Dr. Julius Spencer, happened to be in the street at the time, seeing the confrontation for himself. He intervened and stopped the killing. At that time, Ekomog viewed everyone as a potential enemy. Anyone rumored to have helped the rebels, no matter where the rumor came from, was considered a traitor and treated accordingly. Because I had filmed with them on the front line, I was now allowed to film in most parts of the city. I filmed many beatings like this one and the executions that followed. Sometimes just because I was there with my camera, they would not be so quick to condemn suspects to an immediate sentence of death. In a way, these, the very people who were supposed to protect us, found it hard to avoid the same cruel methods as the rebels. Karim Sisse wasn't a rebel, but a neighbor reported that his 12-year-old brother Mark had become one. He said he'd seen Mark with a bag believed to have contained money and small arms. By the time I arrived, Mark had already been beaten and killed. Now it...
How we work together. I swear to me, Almighty Allah.
Karim's mother, too, was brutally beaten here. The beating went on for hours and then they executed her. Then they tortured and killed her husband, a police officer, then another brother. In all, 4 of Karim's immediate family were killed here. The family now relies on him alone.
I be done hopeless now. I don't know waiting for the game. And beat me, say I'm hopeless. I don't know waiting for the game. So now they go call me boss man. Boss man can't talk say now. This boy not been there with them now.